P. Backfill. 1 bedding and initial backfill for water mains. A. Well-graded gravels meeting the following requirements. Passing the 1/25 inches sieve 100%. Passing the 1/4 inches sieve 95 to 100%. The plasticity index shall be not more than 12 when tested in accordance with the TXDOT test method TEX 106E. B. Gravel subgrade filler composed of well-graded, crushed stone or gravel meeting the following requirements. Passing the 2 inches sieve 100%. Passing the 1-3/4 inches sieve at least 95%. Passing on 1/4 inches sieve at least 90%. The crushed stone or gravel shall have an abrasion of not more than 40 when subjected to the Los Angeles abrasion test. C. Existing materials composed of coarse sands and gravels with maximum particle size of 1-3/4 inches, various graded sands and gravels containing small percentages of fines, generally granular and non-cohesive, either wet or dry, fine sands and clayey gravels, fine sand, sand-clay mixtures, and gravel-clay mixtures. 2. Secondary backfill for water mains. Approved materials excavated from the trench free of brush, debris, large rock, or stones and earth clods. 3. Sand backfill for service lines. Pit run sand which is free from clay lumps, organic material and other deleterious substances. Q. Asphalt. All asphaltic concrete used in the replacement of pavement over the trench line shall conform to item 341, dense graded hot mix asphalt, QC/QA, type C, unless otherwise specified on the plans. R. Concrete. All concrete required under this specification shall conform to item 421, hydraulic cement concrete. Class A concrete shall be used in sidewalks and for blocking concrete steel cylinder mains. Class D concrete shall be used for the trench cap and for blocking all other types, unless otherwise specified on the plans. S. Reinforcing steel. All bar reinforcement shall be grades 40 or 60, conforming to the requirements of item 440, reinforcing steel. T. Affidavit of compliance. Unless otherwise directed, furnish a manufacturer's affidavit of compliance for each of the materials used in this project. The affidavit shall certify that factory inspection and all specified tests have been made and that the material furnished complies with the requirements outlined herein. U. Non-metallic pipe detection. Where non-metallic pipe is installed longitudinally, a method of detecting the location of the non-metallic pipe shall be required. Use a durable metal detection wire for non-metallic pipe detection. The specific method used shall be as approved. The materials involved shall be as specified by the manufacturer. The wire used shall be not less than 12 gauge. V. High-density polyethylene, HDPE, pipe and fittings. 1. High-density polyethylene pipe and fittings. All pipe and fittings shall conform to the same requirements as those specified for HDPE pipe and fittings. All HDPE shall have a minimum pressure rating of 160 psi and a minimum dimension ratio of 11, dr 11. For recycle water mains, the pipe shall have 3 pairs of longitudinal purple stripes, co-extruded into the pipe outside surface. Stripes printed on the outside of the pipe shall not be accepted. If purple striped pipe is not available, the pipe must be bagged in purple polyethylene plastic, 8 mil, and shall be installed per this specification. Where standard ductile iron mechanical joint fittings are coupled to plain end, square cut, HDPE pipe, mechanical joint adapters must be used. Use Driscoll pipe mechanical joint adapter, DIPS, kit or approved equal. 2. Pipe joint restraint system for HDPE pipe. Restraint devices shall be used where ductile iron mechanical joint bell fittings are coupled to plain end, square cut, HDPE pipe, to prevent movement of pipe connections. The restraint system shall have a minimum pressure rating of 250 psi. The restrainer must not be directionally sensitive. Underwriter laboratories and factory mutual certifications shall be required on the restraint system. Each restraint device shall be packaged individually and include installation instructions. The pipe shall be restrained by a split retainer band that shall be cast ductile iron, meeting or exceeding ASTM A536 grade 65-4512. The inside face or contact surface of the band shall be of sufficient width to incorporate machined non-directionally sensitive serrations to grip the outside circumference of the pipe. The serrations shall provide full, 360 degrees, contact and maintain pipe roundness and avoid any points of localized stress. The split band casting shall be designed to bottom out before clamping forces. 110 ft-lb minimum torque can overstress the pipe, but will provide full non-directionally sensitive restraint at the rated pressure. Bolts and nuts used to attach the split retainer ring shall comply with ANSI B18 and 2/18 SAE grade 5T bolts, nuts, and restraining rods shall be fabricated from high-strength, low-alloy steel in accordance with AWWAC 111. Restraint devices shall be uniflange Blockbuster 1300C or approved equal. 3 Construction methods. A. Excavation. Excavation, trenching, as required to complete the water main installation shall be outlined herein, as shown on the plans and as directed. Blasting to perform the excavation is not allowed. 1. Trenches. All excavation shall be to a depth to provide a minimum of 4 feet of cover over the top of the pipe unless otherwise shown on the plans or authorized in writing by the engineer. Not more than 500 foot of trench shall be opened between the trench cutting and the trench backfilling, except as otherwise directed. The contractor shall make exploratory cross-cuts ahead of pipe-laying operations to verify grades of other underground utilities and shall gradually adjust the depth of excavation to clear such utilities. Where new water mains and sanitary sewer mains parallel each other, they shall be at least 9 feet apart unless the sanitary sewer main is constructed of cast iron pipe or the equivalent of 150 psi pressure pipe with watertight joints, or unless other precautions approved by the Texas Commission on Environmental Control, TCEQ, are taken to make the sewer main watertight and to prevent contamination of the water main. 2. Width of trench. Trenches shall be of sufficient width to provide ample working space for men engaged in handling pipe and making joints. In no case is the width of the trench inside sheeting and bracing lines be less than 16 inches greater than the pipe diameter, or as shown in Table 2, trench width. In order to protect the pipe from external loads, it is necessary to limit the width of the lower portion of the trench below an elevation of 6 inches above the top of the installed pipe. Such limiting minimum and maximum trench widths together with the permissible clearance between the installed pipe and either trench wall shall be as shown in Table 2. Trench width. Table 2 shows pipe width, the minimum and maximum dimensions of the trench width. 3. Classification of excavated materials. No classification of excavated materials shall be made. Excavation and trench work shall include the removal and subsequent handling of all materials excavated in accordance with Item 400, excavation and backfill for structures. 4. Grade of trench bottom. The trench shall be over-excavated to a depth of 6 inches below the grade line established for the bottom of the pipe, regardless of the type of pipe. The grade line of the pipe shall then be met by the addition of a layer of approved selected material as directed.